The process of shooting the video for this anthem is the most epic video production process I have personally been involved with.
It's amazing. Who would think that we can use the conch shell in such a manner?
Fort Charlotte was amazing. I didn't expect it to turn out so huge. It makes me wonder, where am I going to be in 40 years? And how far is this anthem going to go?
I think of it more as a vision statement for our nation.
An assistant commissioner of police fires back at the PSA. He says police are not tired.
Look how young and strong these officers are. Look at me. I don't look tired to you.
Tonight we'll tell you what else police executives are saying about the new crime plan. What's the deal with the government's CCTV program?
There are some technical details.
The Prime Minister reveals plans for the 1% of work left on the Airport Gateway project. Famous paintings stolen. We'll give you all the details. Plus plans for the country's historic sites.
It's our history. It's our culture. It's our tradition.
We've got those stories and more for you tonight. I'm Nakia DeVoe, and this is NB12 Weekend. Everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. Here's what's coming out of the NB12 newsroom this weekend. Well, we've heard the complaint more than once now. Police officers are tired. At least that's what Executive Director of the Police Staff Association, Dwight Smith, claims. But according to Assistant Police Commissioner Leon Bethel, that is not the case. Bethel told NB12 that officers are motivated and prepared to work 12-hour shifts for as long as it takes to get crime levels down.
These officers, they're not tired. I am not tired. I cannot get tired. These officers will be out here to deal with all crooks who believe that the police are going to ease up. We're not going to ease up with this 12-hour shift. A lot of things happening good for the Bahamian people.
For the second time since the aggressive crime plan was rolled out and officers were required to work 4 additional hours, the PSA complained that police are overworked and are not being compensated for the extra time. PSA Executive Director Dwight Smith claims officer morale is low. However, ACP Bethel told NB12 that the spike in violent crimes over the past few months galvanized the police force, and officers have been happy to go above and beyond to protect. He added that a 12-hour shift is not new to police and nothing officers can't handle.
A lot of police officers, prior to CID turning over to CDU, worked 12 hours for at least about 20 years. We've only worked 1 month. Look how young and strong these officers are. Look at me. I don't look tired to you. Thank you very much.
Bethel also noted that the increase in officers on the front line has made a significant impact on the crime fight. 350 additional officers hit the streets back in September. He said their biggest successes have been cyclists and road checks. But the Assistant Police Commissioner acknowledged that there have still been some incidents. 3 murders have been recorded since the crime plan was launched, but that's a far cry from the high numbers recorded earlier this year. 12 murders were recorded in a 13-day period leading up to the announcement of the new plan.
Cycles can get you through all creases and corners. And the thing about it is this, we're trying to prevent crime from happening, but if something do happen, these officers will be nearby to nab the crook in seconds. And we have seen in the past weeks that we have had a few incidents, but the perpetrators were caught.
Bethel also revealed that the police force is expecting an increase in resources in the coming months, but said he could not go into details. He told NB12 that once that happens, Bahamians will see an even further decrease in crime, particularly street crimes.
We're going to continue to go after these crooks. We're going to continue to with our 12 hours to make sure that we bring things under control so that anybody who believe they could come out on the road and commit a crime and get away, they're going to have something coming because the officers are motivated.
And as the Assistant Commissioner promised, several police operations were conducted overnight, resulting in the arrest of at least 4 people and the citation of nearly 200 drivers. Officers of the Northeastern Division made 2 arrests for various criminal offenses during their operation last night, and 121 drivers were cited for various traffic violations. Officers from the Southeastern Division also conducted a special operation Friday night, taking another 2 people off of the streets for various criminal offenses. 41 drivers were cited for different traffic violations in that operation. But that's not all. Southeastern Division officers also made a drug arrest yesterday. Police say 2 men ages 40 and 20 years were arrested for possession of dangerous drugs. According to reports, the pair was arrested shortly after 3 p.m. after officers conducted a search of a Buttonwood Avenue home in Pinewood Gardens and discovered a quantity of suspected marijuana. Police say they were acting on intelligence. And police officers are on the hunt for a male suspect who stabbed another man in the back last night. Police say the men, who reportedly know each other, got into an altercation on Allen Drive around 9:30 p.m., which resulted in one of the men stabbing the other to the back. The suspect fled the scene in a white Nissan Altima. At last report, the victim was in hospital in stable condition. Police are asking for anyone with information on this incident to come forward. Well, police also need the public's help in solving an armed robbery. A woman's purse was snatched in broad daylight yesterday morning, and police want your help locating the suspect. The woman was said to be at Harley Street around 11 a.m. Friday when a man armed with an unknown object robbed her of her handbag containing cash and other personal effects. The suspect fled on foot. Have you seen these paintings recently? Take a close look at them on your screen. If you have seen them, you should call police immediately. Those 2 paintings by renowned Bahamian artist Amos Ferguson were stolen in a daytime robbery from the local residence of an elderly woman. Gina Rogers Seeley said the paintings, one featuring a sailboat and the other a tree with red fruit, were stolen from her mother's house located in the western area of New Providence. The 80-year-old woman alleges that a couple came to look at one of her apartments, and while she was showing the apartment to the woman, the man went into her home and stole $700 cash, jewelry, and the 2 paintings. The incident took place 2 weeks ago, but Roger Seeley is hoping that the paintings can still be found. She said they may turn up at a function she understands is being held this weekend, where Amos Ferguson paintings are either being auctioned or given away. Now, the average price of an Amos Ferguson painting is around $7,000 to $8,000, but may be much higher depending on the size and subject of the painting. Ferguson, a folk artist, was known for his brilliantly colored Bible scenes and his depictions of the social rituals and the flora and fauna of the Bahamas. Art critics described Ferguson as a phenomenal colorist and genius at simplifying complex shapes. He died in 2009 at the age of 89. Many local artists were shocked and saddened by the news. It is rare that art is stolen in a local robbery. Roger Seeley has posted an image of the paintings on Facebook, asking friends to repost on their pages in hopes that someone may know something. She's also urging anyone with information about the paintings to contact Sergeant Neemore or Corporal Dorset at the Airport Police Station at 377-8931 or 2. More than 1 year after a $4.6 million contract was signed for the first phase of the closed-circuit television project for New Providence, delays are still preventing the program from getting off the ground. And according to National Security Minister Dr. Bernard Nottage, there are still a number of technical details that need to be worked out. Christina McNeil tells us more in this report.
The truth is that we ought by now to have had the CCTV system operating fully. There are some technical details which have been encountered by the installers, and we are just waiting for them to get those technical details sorted out.
Back in July, Nottage said he was let down by the Bahamas Telecommunications Company, which he said was primarily responsible for the delay of the launch of the island-wide CCTV program. But now Nottage says the issue seems to lie somewhere between BTC and its partners in the project, Low Security Limited and its U.S.-based partner Avrio RMS Group and Cayman Islands-based firm Security Centers International.
The problem right now is that there's a debate about what the real cause is. And so we anticipate that the two vendors, that is those securities and BDC, will come together and bring in a third party to try to sort out what the issues are.
This comes after government spent an additional $1 million financing the program. According to BTC executives, 200-plus cameras have been installed so far, and the company has expanded its fiber optic network and wireless infrastructure to support the CCTV system. Nottage says more work needs to be done to improve the quality of images currently provided through the network.
We can get some images from the system, but the images are not as crisp as they should be, and so that the system is not yet ready for full implementation.
The program will include 243 cameras around New Providence during its initial phase. Reporting for NB12, I'm Christina McNeil.